Hello, and welcome to the in-depth guide of lineups for Fracture. Fracture is not a really good map for Viper, but still it's pretty common to see a Viper player on this map, so it's up to you to choose to play it or not. We're gonna start off with A site, so the best planting spot is, as always, default. Some players like to plant top site, but for Vipers the lineups are quite difficult, so usually Vipers plant default. The default plant spot is quite good because you can wallbang through this box, and you're quite hidden from all of the angles right here.
I've dropped the spike.
So before the map change, the usual lineups were from dish. People would usually stand here, but now some avalanche happened or something, and yeah, it's covered now. Also, there's a still working lineup from here. You just stand in this corner in sand and aim at this corner on the pipe with your toxin screen. And it lands in default. This spot is okay, you're quite hidden from the defenders, just be careful if they push rope here. And if you or your teammates just open this door, your lineup spot is given away. For my own lineups, you'll have to push ropes instead. Stand in this corner. See this metal square here? Just aim at the bottom corner of it. It just bounces off this wall and lands on default. Also, if you plant it correctly, you can aim at the middle of this orange rectangle and just wallbang. So this spot is quite dangerous. People may push you doors, ropes, or some even may get you sight, so you have to be very aware and be ready to engage in a gun duel. But it's an off angle, so you might catch enemies off a surprise. Also, I found my own new lineup from Dish. Just stand in this corner and see this dark strip on the floor right here. Just aim your HUD at it and just shoot. This molly bounces off the wall and lands perfectly. And the only angle that you'll have to hold is main, but just be careful if someone tries to push you here. And for the last lineup, stand in front of this dark pillar outside of main. And see this dark patch on the metal bar right here? Just aim your smoke icon at it. It just straight up lands default. Again, this spot is not really dangerous, but you'll just have to hold the rotators, and maybe someone tries to zipline on you. Now onto B site, there are two decent spots you can plant. So one is default, it's quite safe, and boxes. If you plant here, you can peek from main, towers, and even canteen.
There.
So now for default, you'll just have to go arcade, stand in this corner near this plant, and see this triangle above the zipline right here. Aim at the right side of it with your left side of the ult and just shoot. So this molly covers all the angles, so no matter where you plant, enemies get hit by it. So this box right here covers you from defenders pushing site. The only angle you have to worry about is this for arcade. And now if you go deeper in arcade, stand in this corner, see this long line of moss on the roof right here. Just aim the hook of your right HUD at this end of the line, right there.
There.
This goes for box plant. It goes above the roof and lands right here. And again, you're covered from everywhere. You'll just have to hold this angle and maybe from the pushers that may push your lineup spot. So now if you go main, stand in this corner near these boxes, see this big moss patch on the roof right here.
There.
Aim at the side of it with a hook of your right HUD. Just shoot. This molly takes a pretty long time, and it flies through the sky and lands boxes right here. So this spot is quite awkward because you'll have to peek a little bit to hold this angle, but otherwise this lineup spot is quite good, and it might be an off angle for the defenders. And the last lineup from all the way to spawn, see this bottom leaf right here? Use your ult icon at the end of this leaf right here and jump shoot. It lands default. So yeah, if you stand right here, I know you can hold this angle, but you're literally standing at spawn. Just be careful, maybe someone can see your gun barrel, so just stand like that. Either way, no one's gonna check this corner. And also, I forgot to mention the usual lineups that people do, but they rather stand here instead of these boxes that I do lineups from. I think this angle is quite worse because you're too exposed from the defenders rotating, and the other lineups are you'll have to stand in front of this wall right here, so it's too open as well. So my lineups are just the same but improved. So now I wanted to explain what a jump shot is. So if I do a normal shot at the top of this tower right here, it just bounces off right here. But if I do a jump shot, it bounces off way higher. So the jump shot molly goes way further. But just keep in mind that the jump shot is not an insta jump shot. You have to press your space bar slightly earlier than the mouse click. If you press it at the same time, it lands quite closer than you might expect. And let's compare it to the jump shot. It lands further. So when I say jump shot, do the earlier spacebar thing and not just press spacebar and mouse key at the same time. Awesome. And also, if you go spawn right here in this corner, see this line right here? Aim your molly ability at the middle of this line right here. And jump shoot. So this molly goes for people who planted topside. It's quite specific, but might be useful. So yeah, that might be it for the video today. Again, go in a custom game and practice those lineups because you might forget them. Like, subscribe, and see you next time.